Hey, how you doing? This is Dave Duford at buylifeinsuranceforburial.com, and today's topic of today's video is top tips to help you buy burial insurance for your parents. So the reason I made this video is because as a burial insurance specialist, have been for the past 7 years, worked across the country with all sorts of people. I run into a lot of kids that are very concerned about buying some kind of burial insurance on their parents. Their parents are usually on a very fixed income and can't necessarily afford proper burial insurance to cover their final expenses. So the kids take up the mantle to try to take care of matters. So really, they aren't stuck holding the bag. If what I've described describes you, then you'll definitely want to listen to the remainder of this video. So here's my tips when it comes to buying burial insurance for your parents. So number one, you want to make sure you're working with a broker. So if you don't know what a broker is somebody who shops a variety of different life insurance and burial insurance companies with the sole goal of helping you get the best combination of value and price. What you don't want to do is find somebody that only works with one particular carrier. You see, if they only work with one particular carrier, then they're only going to offer you and your parents one product and one product only. And the thing is if your parents have health problems, or if you don't have an infinite supply of money to pay for burial insurance leads, you're probably going to find that that one product either is too high in price or doesn't give you the kind of comprehensive coverage, meaning fully covered from the first day, that you would like. This is something that even a lot of these what we call captive or one company agents won't even begin to try to tell you. They'll gloss over that term, which is why I'm describing this now. You don't really quite know unless a broker meets with you and flat out tells you, I'm a broker, here's some of the companies I recommend, so on and so forth. So it's important to ascertain that up front, because all likelihood is you're going to be paying too much if you don't go that route. The next thing you need to do is make sure you get coverage that is comprehensive. So that kind of ties in with point one. Comprehensive coverage is defined as coverage that is not just a competitive price, but fully covers as best as possible for the options available. So for example, if your parents have some sort of disease, some sort of chronic ailment, most common kinds we see are COPD, histories of heart problems, cancer, neurological problems, that kind of thing. If there's history of those kind of things, then what you don't want to do is find a plan necessarily that only covers you after you've paid into it for 2 years. And a lot of the name brand companies out there that you see on TV and get in the mail don't cover for 2 years. However, there's a lot of other companies, especially if you work through a broker that can shop around, that will fully cover you even with a history of those issues as described. And this is something you need to take very seriously. I had a client once, it's been about 2 or 3 years ago. He had COPD. He even smoked. And when I sat down with the guy, he still worked. He was a mechanic. He worked like 12 hours a day. He was engaged, and he knew he needed insurance, and he wanted to have something to protect against his fiance from coming out of pocket for it. So I wrote him a plan. He was actually fully covered despite smoking and having COPD. He was otherwise healthy. So it turns out about 12 months later, the guy went in for a routine bowel, I guess you could say, surgery, lack of the word I'm trying to describe here. You know what I'm talking about. You drink all the juice and it makes you go to the bathroom all day, and then you go in and you check out your innards. So anyways, as you can tell, I've never had it, but I know what it is, and I can't quite look forward to it. It's no fun, right? So anyways, so he went in all seriousness, they had this procedure, nothing urgent. And as the doctor's going inside, he actually perforates the bowel. So what that means is that he stuck the instrument through the bowel and ruptured his intestines. He started bleeding. He became septic, which is very bad. They sent him home, and he sat there and suffered for weeks and weeks until he finally died. And it was a shock. However, even despite the history he had, and yeah, he died from something abnormal, even despite all that, we covered him fully from that first day. And again, those situations and how he got approved, all that's unique to him, of course. But my point is, if he had had a 2-year waiting product like these guaranteed acceptance plans on TV, man, he would have been in a position where they would have been paying out of pocket. His kids would have been paying out of pocket for his burial. And his fiance would have just been that more in debt because he's already out of his extra income. So it was just a huge burden. So for you kids out there that are looking out for your parents and trying to do them right, you got to make sure you're working with a broker, and you got to make sure that you're working with somebody that can get you comprehensive coverage despite health reason. And I offer my services to you without any sort of holding back. I can help. I've been in the business for 7 years. I've trained hundreds and hundreds of agents nationally on how to do this as a living, and that's important because I have seen all sorts of cases. I understand underwriting correctly, and I can shop the most competitive and highly rated carriers for you so you can make this job of finding something easy. So you don't have to spend your nights after you get home from work trying to figure out, is this insurance company good? Is this one bad? So on and so forth. Just let me help you, and we can solve this problem very quickly so you can have peace of mind, and so can your parents, so they don't have to worry about footing the bill. Again, my name is Dave Duford. I'm the owner of buylifeinsuranceforburial.com, and if you'd like to call me, you can. My number is 888-629-0439. I think it is. That's right. And you can leave a message if I don't pick up directly, or go to my website at buylifeinsuranceforburial.com and check out all my articles. Send me a message or a quote request. I'll be happy to help you trying to find you a good price. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I reply to all of them, and I'm happy to help you under any circumstance. Again, no obligation as well. My name is Dave Duford, buylifeinsuranceforburial.com, and I'm logging off. Talk to you later. Bye.